Welcome to this exploration of one of history's most enduring legends, Gilgamesh, the ancient king whose story has captivated humanity for millennia. But what if the epic isn't just myth? What if modern powers have been chasing his relics across the globe? In this 10-minute video, we'll dive into who Gilgamesh was, the speculation around his tomb in Iraq, and alleged U.S. involvement, and a wild theory tying Donald Trump's recent capture of Nicolás Maduro to hidden Gilgamesh artifacts in Venezuela's remote forests. Buckle up. This blends history, archaeology, and conspiracy. First, a quick synopsis of Gilgamesh. Based on the Epic of Gilgamesh, the oldest known work of literature from ancient Mesopotamia, Gilgamesh was the semi-divine king of Uruk, a city-state in what is now southern Iraq. He was two-thirds god and one-third human, renowned for his superhuman strength and adventures. The epic, written around 2100 to 1200 BCE, tells of his friendship with the wild man Enkidu, created by the gods to humble him. Together, they slay monsters like Humbaba in the cedar forest and the bull of heaven. But when Enkidu dies, Gilgamesh grapples with mortality, embarking on a quest for immortality. He seeks Utnapishtim, a survivor of a great flood, a tale echoing the biblical Noah. Ultimately, Gilgamesh fails to achieve eternal life, but returns wiser, building Uruk's walls as his legacy. This story explores themes of friendship, loss, and the human condition, influencing later myths like those in the Bible. Now, fast forward to modern times. Speculation about Gilgamesh's tomb has fueled intrigue for years. In 2003, just weeks before the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq, German archaeologists announced they might have located the legendary king's burial site. Using magnetometry surveys in the dried-up bed of the Euphrates River near Uruk, they detected a large structure that matched descriptions in the epic, a tomb surrounded by gardens and canals. 0031 BF lead archaeologist Georg Fassbinder described it as potentially revolutionary, suggesting it could confirm Gilgamesh as a historical figure who ruled around 2700 BCE. But here's where conspiracy theories ignite. Days after this announcement, the U.S. invaded Iraq on March 20th, 2003, citing weapons of mass destruction, which were never found. Critics and theorists claim the real motive included ancient artifacts. The National Museum of Iraq in Baghdad was looted amid the chaos, with thousands of priceless items vanishing, including pieces related to Sumerian history. Some speculate U.S. forces targeted the Gilgamesh site, extracting relics or even a preserved body. Wild claims amplified in YouTube videos alleging giants or Nephilim connections from the epic. While mainstream archaeology dismisses these as hoaxes, the timing raised eyebrows. Why invade right after such a discovery? Follow-up excavations stalled due to war, and the site remains unconfirmed. In 2021, the U.S. even returned a looted Gilgamesh tablet to Iraq, hinting at ongoing artifact repatriation or cover-up. This brings us to an even more recent twist: Venezuela. In July 2024, archaeologists uncovered 20 rock art sites in Canaima National Park in the dense forests of the Guiana Shield. These 4,000-year-old petroglyphs include massive serpents over 130 feet long, geometric motifs, and possible star maps, hinting at a previously unknown ancient culture far older than expected in South America. The sites are in remote areas, including the iconic tepuis, flat-topped mountains rising from the jungle, often called islands in time, due to their isolated ecosystems. Conspiracy theorists link this to Gilgamesh, proposing these relics represent a proto-text or lost knowledge from ancient civilizations, perhaps connected to Sumerian myths via diffusion or pre-flood societies. They dub it the Gilgamesh Protocol, superpowers intervening to suppress paradigm-shifting discoveries. In Venezuela, Maduro's regime militarized the tepuis in 2024 to 2025 under the guise of evicting illegal miners, but theorists claim it was to guard these sites. Enter Donald Trump. On January 3, 2026, U.S. forces conducted a large-scale strike on Venezuela, capturing Maduro on charges of narco-terrorism and cocaine importation. Trump announced it triumphantly, but conspiracies swirled. Was it really about drugs or election fraud claims? Some theorists go further, alleging the raid secured access to the Tepui's real Gilgamesh relics, artifacts tying into the epic's themes of immortality, floods, and lost wisdom, perhaps even DNA or tech from ancient giants. By removing Maduro, the gatekeeper, the U.S. could control these sites under a new puppet government, maintaining environmental restrictions as cover. Reddit discussions echo this, comparing it directly to Iraq. They aren't securing oil, they are securing the Tepuis, just like they secured Uruk. Skeptics dismiss it as baseless. The discoveries are just indigenous art, and the raid was geopolitical. But the pattern is eerie. Discovery, silence, intervention. Is history repeating, or is it all coincidence?